Hello, everybody! This is an out-of-the-ordinary video for me, but I really dislike Alastor and everything about his character. So I'm just going to rant about my dislikes and tiny stuff about my version of him. This is meant to be a mixed black man. Yeah, I'm not kidding. But izxy mixed people can look different. I know, but the issue is, Vivi's idea of a black person is literally all the same. Nothing new. I mean, for fuck's sake, even I can do it. It's not that hard to make people of the same community look different. I will give credit to though wait, I don't, because you're doing the bare minimum of making a character you openly say is black have a black actor. Oh.
A video camera?
It's no secret that alastor is meant to be a mixed black man. It's touched on barely in the pilot and referenced in small details. If you look at stuff that isn't confirmed on some Twitter thread by Vivzi and inside the actual show, alastor uses voodoo for his magic and powers. Voodoo is a black religion, and is often only practiced by black, mixed or close family members, so it's not just open for all crackers like me to use. But the problem with this is that voodoo is often used in media as a scary and evil thing. And that's exactly how Vivzi portrays it. My other headcanon is that I believe alastor is also part Native American, due to his design very obviously being based on the one aspect of the Wendigo. Go. Why is the AI saying it like that? Not to mention many Native American folk and fans of the show have pointed out that they see the use of alastor's Wendigo form offensive or saddening that he's not part Native. So, for my little goober, I have plenty to talk about him, his mixed identity in my being born and raised in New Orleans. His mother was a black woman, and his father was a native. During his life, alastor faced discrimination and judgment, or when he wasn't getting insulted. He was hanging around folk who basically tried to whitewash him by putting on a smile behind his back and shaping him into someone they could be friends with. Through this, alastor had a love for jazz and other music in his own time. However, for him to actually get attention by anyone in the town, he always had to put on an act, constantly smiling and nodding his head at people who were saying disgusting words about his own culture in his face. Over time, alastor developed more popularity in the town and had built himself a name. In his relationship with people, he was often sweet or a suck-up to people who insulted him, but once he started getting the big reputation for himself, he knew he didn't have to be a suck-up anymore.
Alright, let's go.
You're about to get clipped by an alpha with a cold heart.
What was that? Anyway, moving on. Once the popularity started getting to himself and his ego, he spent nights and years dancing, singing, stand-up, and occasionally murder. Through the sadness, mixed rage, unfair treatment, and newfound ego, alastor had developed a bloodlust for offing anyone who dared to ridicule him, only offing those who were unloyal, toxic, or pretending to him. He held dearly the people who cherished him, supported him. However, he still was closing in on his tendencies. Later on, getting into a started now defensive fight with someone, biting their hand and finally offing them. However, maybe it was the adrenaline. Maybe it was the pure delight of winning another offing session. But that blood on his lips tasted like nothing he'd ever taste. Not as good as his mother's jambalaya, but God did it taste good. It gave him a newfound addiction, bloodlust and taste. Little did he know this would have been the downfall to his life. During his secret sprees, he didn't clean the evidence properly and was put on a manhunt. Deciding to hide out in the forest for a couple of hours, near a deer herd, quietly observing them as he hid out, but little to his knowledge, he felt a quick agonizing pain struck his forehead, causing the deers to flee and himself to fall. Hitting the ground, he was aware of what happened, but why wasn't he gone already? How was he still alive? Had the bullet not hit the brain properly? His thoughts were soon interrupted. He heard the sound of sniffs, then growls, then barks, then himself crying out. He felt empty, his chest felt empty, but he was still alive through it all. Soon, succumbing to his fate, closing his eyes. Waking up somewhere different, and thus his story continued somewhere else.
Friends.